Hello everyone. Sorry about that. I never knew we were offline. I'd already been speaking on till I realized that I got a prompt that I was no longer online. And I think the technical issues I've been battling with since last week is still reoccurring. And hopefully, we get things resolved and we were able to end the session. So, pardon us, and I'm very excited to be back here with you guys to finish off with this Forex Morning Mastery. So you're welcome back again, and let's get things going. So please do not forget to give the video a thumbs up. I see your likes. Thank you very much for the support so far. So where were we before the break? So we were talking about the US All Spot. Actually, I ended the US All Sports analysis, and in fact I was about to wait for to see if there are any questions before we move on, and then the network went off. So I just saw that the US, one of the positions from the US All Sport has been closed at break even, while the second one we took at that 73 $74.33 level is still running. And in fact, I have my stop loss on that one right below the $74 area. So hopefully, this position runs back up. And in fact, I already placed another buy stop order above that 74.33 level just to maximize the potential of this move if price will continue to the upside. And in fact, if you look at the breakout of that key level at the $74 area, we had an engulfing bullish candle in that regard, which still gives me hopes that the momentum still has the opportunity of continuing to the upside. So let's see what happens around this area. So let's see what happens. I will be updating us on both my trading view and telegram platform. Okay, so that is that on the US All Spot. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know in the comment section. I will definitely be reverting back to attend to these questions. So with that said here, let's move on to the next assets on our watch list. Stay tuned in, guys. Sorry, I'm back again. So, like I was saying, we have a support. Our price has even moved further down. I can't just jump into a moving trend right now. I need some retracement for me to join that bearish move. So we have the range bound structure for the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours. We saw price break out of the resistance line, but only to be followed with an engulfing bearish candle that sliced through the support line of that range bound structure. And not only the support line of the range bound, but also the ascending trend line we spotted on the daily time frame. So right now we're seeing that the yen is gradually gaining momentum, and this could be attributed to a couple of factors. Hawkish Bank of Japan outlook, where the Bank of Japan raised interest rate by 25 basis point, marking the biggest hike since 2007 thereabout. And this could signal for the tightening of inflation targets in that economy. Then we also have Japan's core consumer inflation, which accelerated to about 16-month high in December, reinforcing the Bank of Japan's tightening stance and further boosting the Japanese yen. So for me, I strongly believe that the path of least resistance remains to the downside. We never can tell what will happen on Wednesday from the United States, but in the meantime, let's maintain this bearish bias. So for me, I have missed out on the sell. What I want to do right now is to see if the market will come back and retest any of the structure, that is the ascending trend line or the 155.360 for 0.300 to join that downtrend move. So on the USDJPY, I will be maintaining a bearish bias here. I just hope that I have the setup that will make me join this bearish move. Now, if we are going to consider buying the USDJPY, I would rather want to see price action break out of that descending trend line before even considering buying the USDJPY. And by the time price breaks out of that descending trend line, it will also have climbed above my key level, which lines up with my trading strategy. So that is what I will be looking at to buy the USDJPY. So let's see how the market will play out. If there's anything new, I will definitely update us on both my TradingView and Telegram platform. So if you have any questions, feel free to let me know in the comment section. So I will take about 5-10 seconds off, and then we shall be back again to run the final asset on our watch list for today. Stay tuned in. All right. So in the absence of no questions, I take this as a confirmation that we are all on the same page. So with that said, let's move right into the final asset on our watch list. Stay tuned. So the final asset on our watch list for today is my favorite, of course, amongst them, and that is the XAUUSD, popularly known as the gold spot. And I still strongly think that even despite the fact that the week has started on a strong bearish note, the gold still has a tendency to continue to the upside, and this is due to a handful of events that could happen during the course of the week. We are talking about the fear of the trade war, which could boost safe haven assets. Remember, I talked about Trump imposing tariffs on Colombia, Mexico, Canada, and this could stoke trade war concerns, enhancing the appeal for safe haven assets like gold commodity. And currently, the US Treasury bond yield is declining, and the possibility of the Federal Reserve rate cuts fueled by Trump's demand for lower interest rate may drag the US Treasury bond further to the downside, supporting prices of gold at the same time. Then this also leaves the potential for a weakness in the US dollar for this week. We have a dovish Fed outlook combined with rate cut expectation, and this could continue to act as a supporting factor for this commodity. So for me, I believe that the path of least resistance at this point still remains to the upside. However, we cannot ignore the potential that the US dollar could also recover. We never can tell what will happen on Wednesday. And of course, the resolution of the Colombia trade tension too, which is on the table right now, could also reduce the risk of sentiment, limiting the upside trajectory for the gold commodity. So to trade this asset this week, we are going to be looking at a bunch of factors like the movement of the US dollar, where a stronger US dollar typically could exert selling pressure on gold prices. We need to track the US Treasury bond yield. We also need to avoid aggressive bearish bets prematurely, because this bearish momentum that started this week we're seeing here could incite a lot of fake sales, which could make us expose ourselves into some losses. So we need to be very, very careful before jumping into a sell. Now let's look at how the market is digesting this information and how we can use that detail to strategically position ourselves for the next move. So to do this, we will need to scale up into the higher time frame, and here on the higher time frame, it is obvious the market has been on an uptrend since the month of December. Since throughout last year, it was of course on an uptrend, but the recent structure shows us that the last 4 weeks, 4 to 5 weeks, have seen the momentum continue to the upside. Now, if we zoom into the trading activity in the last 1 week, we have a beautiful trading setup to help us navigate this market this week. Now, look at this trend line here. Let me show you what I mean. We saw a breakout, and then we have a couple of retests of the structure. So we saw the first time price broke out the structure last week Tuesday, came back to retest it, continued the uptrend into last week Friday. Then we saw price move to the downside again, back into the trend line, and we are beginning to notice some buy pressure resume again, probably to push price further to the upside. Now, in addition to that trend line is our key level for this week, which is at the 2,760, a level which also had played a significant role in determining the direction of price action. And for the fact that this level and that trend line shares a beautiful confluence, we definitely want to be paying close attention to the structure to determine whether we are buying or selling this asset this week. Now, to help us decipher this, we'll need to scale down into our execution time frame, that is the 1 hour time frame, to have a clearer picture into the structure. Now, this was what I was able to come up with after monitoring the character of price action in the last 10-11 hours or so. So like I did say earlier, the week had started on a strong bearish note. We saw price started the week around the 2,772, dropped into this area, found a little bit of support here before it got broken to the downside. And in fact, I got caught up in this one, thinking that the momentum will continue to the downside. I took it, but I was taken out in a loss on that one. Now, price is back into the trend line, and that key level we identified at the 2,760. Now, a reminder, you know how we use our key level. If price trades below the key level, we look out for selling ideas, and if price climbs above our key level, we want to be looking out for buying ideas. Now, with our key level lining up with this trend line, we want to see what happens around the structure. So we already have a breakdown of this trend line, right? We've already have a breakdown of this trend line. Is this a theoretical retracement back into structure that will incite the downtrend continuation? That is one thing I'm looking at here, and it will require a lot of patience for us to navigate this area. So will this happen? We never can tell. Now it could take about 2, 3, 4 hours before this formation emerges. So let's keep an eye on this possibility while we continue to monitor price action here. So if I see price drop back down, I will be keen to join the sell to the downside. But if the momentum maintains above the trend line, then this trend line may still be strong enough to hold the bullish pressure, inciting more buying opportunities. And of course, I will be adding more buy positions at the breakout of this resistant line around the 2,770 and the 2,773. And I'm going to be scalping this market today for the go-go challengers. We are going to be running the scalping session today again, 12 p.m. lookout time. That's about 12 p.m. Yes, that's about 11 a.m. UTC. So you want to be part of that session. I think we have some interesting possibilities around this area. Now, that reminds me, I think I do have a simple setup on the 15 minutes time frame, especially for those who are into short-term trading on the gold commodity. So this is the 15 minutes time frame here, and that's the key level at the 2,760. So we have a beautiful descending trend line since last week Friday, and it appears the trend line, descending channel, and it appears the resistant line of that descending channel has been broken. So buying is looking promising here. So I will just place a buy stop order right away, because I'll place a buy stop order right away right now. So let's see that happen, and then let's hope that the momentum will just continue to the upside. So there you have it. I just placed a buy stop order. See, look at what is going on here. We have price breakout, retest the 2,760, and in the last 1 hour, buy pressure has been observed, showing us signs that buyers are still strong, and the 2,760 could become a platform that could send price going higher. So there you have it on the XAUUSD for today. So we maintain a bullish bias at this juncture. But if selling pressure begins below the 2,760, it could change the bias to the downside, where a further breakdown of the lowest point for this week, that is our support line at the 2,747.50, could incite more selling ideas. So keep this in mind. This is the structure I will be using to scalp this market. So go challengers. I look forward to seeing you in about an hour from now. So that is my simple view on the XAUUSD for today. Let's see how this is going to play out. I want to wish us all the best of luck on this one. If you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to let me know in the comment section. So I will take the next 10-15 seconds off. Let's see if there are any questions, and don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Please click on that like button. We have over 8 to 10 people on board right now. Click on the like button, support this channel, and by making our like, let's make the like tally with the number of people on board. Thank you very much as you do so. So let's see if there are any questions or further clarifications before we call it a day here on the Forex Morning Mastery. So it's on this note I would like to call it a day here. It has been a wonderful moment with you guys, though we had an interruption earlier, but thank goodness we were back to finish the session. Thank you guys for the support, and I wish us all the best of luck. We were able to take on all the three assets, though in this particular video you wouldn't be seeing the USOILSPOT. So please check the previous Forex Morning Mastery video where we attended to the USOILSPOT, and in this video we have the XAUUSD and the USDJPY. So you can watch the replay after the end of the session. And do not forget, risk management is very key. All we do, we are in a risky business, and whatever decision we make in the financial market is more or less an educated guess until price action hits your TP target. So please ensure you have a well-defined risk management strategy in place. And for those who joined us for the first time, you're highly welcome. I do hope you found this session useful in helping you with your independent trading decision. And if it did, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to click on the subscribe button, as we have a lot of things to share with you on this platform. So I look forward to seeing more of you same time on Wednesday, 8:30 a.m. UTC. That's 9:30 a.m. West African time. So it's on this note I wish you all the best of luck. Trade smart, trade consciously, and do have a wonderful evening, everyone. Bye.